hirap pa sila.
I think more of memorizing kasi than
Yes. So, may part kasi talaga na gusto namin, ano din siya, parang standard sa lahat na ano. And then, ang hirap din naman kasi minsan pag naglabas kami ng video, bakit mas maganda yung video niya, ba't sa kanya, dami niyang sinabi.
okay.
So kami, parang may standard na ano,
Oo.
gusto din namin i-gawing parang isang format na lang yung mga videos.
Okay.
Sila din yung nag-edit ng mga videos. Alright, okay, so let's start. Okay, so, Anna na yung meeting.
Yes.
That's how you want to do it. So, Anna, can you tell us more about yourself?
My age?
Yeah.
I'm 30 years old. I graduated from University of Santo Tomas 2008 and was luckily I was able to pass also the board in 2008. So I've been working for almost 9 years. After passing the board, I started working as an accounting associate because my parents are both accountants kasi. My dad is a CPA lawyer actually. So among sa siblings, no, sa anak nila, daughters, ako lang yung sumunod dun sa linya ng profession nila. Well, all of my siblings are coming from different professions kasi. So, given the fact yun nga that I graduated from accounting, yung expectation nila from me na once you pass the board, once you finish your studies, you will take charge. I mean, you will be exposed dito sa small business. I've stayed there for almost 3 years. But it seems like I feel like parang it will be a much better environment if I work in a place na hindi ko kasama yung parents ko. Kasi syempre, para bang lahat libre. So I decided to look for another job which is really not a family business. So I started kay San Miguel Corporation. So I started as a junior accountant and I've stayed there for almost 4 years. So in the span of 4 years, it seems like my job has been just routinary. And it feels like parang it doesn't have any challenge at all. Kasi parang you arrive at 9, you leave at 6, I still have the time to go to the gym, I still have time to do so many things actually. But it came to a point after 4 years that parang I don't want to see myself na ganito na lang for the rest of my life. That's why I look for another opportunity. Actually, the opportunity from Manila Med before, twice, first ko siyang nakita and then I was, hindi ko siya, in-ignore ko siya. But then it came to a point that I saw a sign kasi na parang there's no need, parang wala nang reason for me to stay in San Miguel because I don't see any growth talaga because malaki nga yung company. And syempre, if you're working in a big company, yung exposure mo sa functions ng accounting, hindi mo talaga maiikot. So I decided to accept yun na yung Manila Med. So yun, here I am. Finance manager na ako. So I was accepted there as a accounting manager. Actually, wala akong idea. As far as I know, parang it's an accounting role. More likely an accounting supervisor. Actually. But only to find out when I see the job offer, parang gulat ako, oh my gosh, it's a chief accountant role. So actually, I had a panel interview kasi with the CFO, the president, the COO, and the group CFO kasi we belong to a network of hospitals. So when they see kasi yung CV ko, actually, honest to goodness, I don't have any supervisory experience so far. I don't have any managerial experience so far. But from the time that the CFO kasi considered me na, sige, try ka. Actually, yung huling sinabi niya, sige, try ka namin. So, yung huling sabi niya. Tapos parang naano ko, parang na-touch ako kasi knowing, syempre me, doon sa credentials ko, it's really not enough experience, di ba? To be an accounting manager for a department at least 8 sa team. So, malaki siya. And I was just 28 years old that time. So, para bang syempre nag-resign ka sa San Miguel, you have to accept. Wala na, panindigan mo na lang yung decision mo. So, I started as a chief accountant. So, after a year, yun nga, nung umalis din kasi yung CFO namin because she has to be assigned to another hospital na recently acquired din. So, since Laguna-based siya, so she wanted to be placed near sa residence niya. So, naiwan ako. And then, yun, challenge siguro, okay naman if I go through that.
Yeah,
Na,
yes.
syempre, first time you have to learn to adapt.
So that's the challenge.
Yeah, you have to adapt kasi. Syempre, first and foremost, I don't have any experience in that. Given the fact that I have staffs which are older than me, the accounting supervisor is a male. He's older than me. So, parang, to think that he is my supervisor, siya pa yung naging kaaway ko, actually. Because yun nga, because of yung quality of work kasi, na expect ko from a supervisor, hindi ko siya makuha. And he belonged, I think he started kasi with the old chief accountant. So, nagkaroon ako ng challenge kung paano ko gagawin in such a way na hindi ako sasabog because I was hired to do this thing kasi. So, parang struggle siya, parang I have to look strong in front of my people. Pero hindi nila alam pag-uwi ako umiyak because it's really difficult actually na i-suppress mo yung emotions mo just to let them see na si Miss Ana kahit bata siya, she can handle. Kaya nung nakita nila ako, parang na-surprise din sila actually. Na parang, ako 28 years old, paano kaya ito? Kasi bata, di ba? So, yun, minsan there are cases that the supervisor would yell. Would say na, hindi ko na kailangan sabihin sa'yo yung gagawin ko. But all I can say is, okay, ganun lang. Hindi ko kailangan patulan. So, until dumating yung point na I was assigned na sa finance. So, may incoming din na accounting manager na took over. Pero I filed a case against the supervisor because of insubordination. Parang he released kasi tax certificates without my signature. So, syempre hindi siya valid. So, I had that filed sa HR. So, until dumating yung point na may mga kinakalat din siyang, sinisiraan niya ako, nag-decide na rin siyang mag-resign. Pero sinisiraan niya ako yung process niya na pag-resign. Sabi niya, nag-lead ako sa manang loob, things like that. So, I think parang hindi lang niya ma-accept kasi ang akalam niya, siya yung next in line. Because the position kasi ng accounting manager was vacant for 3 months already. So, yun nga, isa kong challenge din yun kasi nung pumasok ako, wala akong turnover, wala akong inabutan. What I did was I had to go through all the contracts of the hospital. I had to read all the history, who is Manila Med before, who was part of the old management before, kailan pumasok yung bagong management, ano yung changes, how much was the percentage stake na owned ng old and the new. So parang inaral ko talaga from scratch. So, yun, nakatulong naman yun. So, the accounting supervisor, umalis na siya. May mga pumalit na. So, nung napunta naman ako dun sa finance, actually, nung umalis yung CFO namin, sabay ko hinawakan. Parang ako naggagawa ng accounting, ako rin nag-analyze ng ano. Because wala nang ibang gagawa eh. Wala nang ibang makitang makakahawak. So, medyo on that part, pinanindigan ko yung kahit ang hirap-hirap. There are cases that I would go home around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So, parang, minsan parang, yeah, given the fact kasi na wala rin ako masyadong, family pa. So, I was really workaholic actually. So, ang hirap, honestly. Parang minsan gusto mo na lang umiyak. Pero, minsan, kasi it's part of your parang sabi ko part ng experience. Kung kailangan danasin yung gantong hirap, nadanasin ko. And yung tiwala kasi na iniwan yung CFO, yung Sheila. Sabi niya kasi sa akin, paalis na siya, oh, Julian Ana, kaya mo na yan. Kaya mo na yan. Siya. So parang, yung mga words niya yun has left a space actually in my heart. And until now, parang isa siya sa mga mentors ko. Kahit nasa sa Laguna siya, minsan I would still thank her. For example, pag Christmas, I would still thank her. I would still appreciate, kunyari, if you have team buildings, inaano ko pa rin siya. Kasi kahit malayo siya, kasi isang part siya, isa siya dun sa people, isa dun sa mga tao na nag-inspire sa akin na gawin yung best ko as sa trabaho and as an individual. So, isa yun. And then, yun nga, ang hirap lang na i-balance accounting and finance at the same time. Kasi syempre yung finance is much malawak. Accounting is just more on the finance